This exhibition has some big acts of resistance in it and also has some very small, almost ephemeral acts of resistance in it. Here I'm going to talk about a very, very big act of resistance, but an object that is very, very small. It's this coin here. It's a Czechoslovak crown designed in 1957 by Maria Uchitilová-Kučová. My Czech is terrible, so I'm not going to say that again. She entered a competition to design this coin. Now, it's not just any coin. This is the most important unit of account in the Czechoslovak regime. It was their equivalent of the pound coin, effectively, and it remained in circulation right up until after the end of communism in 1989. The portrait on the coin is of a sort of generic female, like an allegorical figure, if you like, and she's kneeling to plant the linden tree, which is the sort of national tree of Czechoslovakia, except she's not generic at all. This is actually a portrait of a living person. Nobody knew this at the time. So who is she? Well, she was an imprisoned dissident. She was a scout leader known as Bedřiška Sinková. And a couple of years before the competition was announced, she'd been leading a band scouting group. The Czechoslovak Communist Party banned all scouting and instead introduced its own version called the Pioneers. And it arrested anyone who was still leading groups. Now, Bedřiška Sinková, she didn't think she was going to be arrested. She thought they would sort of leave her alone. That was a big mistake. She was arrested and sentenced to 10 years in prison. Now, her mother was working at the same institution as the sculptor, Maria Kučová, and Maria Kučová learned about this through her mother, and she was extremely angry at hearing of her treatment, and so she said, well, I'm going to enter this coin competition, give me a portrait of your daughter, and I'll put it on the coin. And that's exactly what she did. She didn't win the competition. The entries were selected and announced, and she wasn't among them. And then the Minister of Finance intervened and said, no, actually, I don't like the winning design, choose this one. And he chose Maria Kučová's design. So she got this imprisoned dissident onto the Czechoslovak coin.